Hi guys, this is Brooke McDowell, and I am doing my presentation over Google Calendar for our class for Module 7, but I'm also making it pretty basic so I can share it with my colleagues at school. So, 7 reasons that we want to use Google Calendar. First of all, you can share your schedule. This is a great thing because you can share your schedule with your family, whether it's your kids or your husband or grandparents. You can share your schedule or schedules with members of your school, your students, lots and lots of different ways to do that. And you can, create several different calendars that you have visibility to, and we'll talk about that here in a little while. You can get your calendar on the go. So you can download the Google Calendar app on your phone or your tablet. So not only can you input data on your desktop computer, you can also then sync it up to your phone. You can sync it on your tablet and share all of that on the go. So that way you never forget another event. Google Calendar is great to help you to not forget any of those things. You can use Google Calendar to send invitations and track RSVPs. So if I create an event, I can send out invitations for, say, a meeting or any sort of thing that I want to share with others, and they can RSVP for that. And then it will also add it to their calendar if they have Google Calendar. We can sync it with other desktop applications, so it works right alongside lots of other applications within Google. You can work offline, so I can view my calendar offline. I don't have to be connected to view my calendar. If I want to sync up or enter data, I need to be connected, but I can view it offline, which is great. And most importantly, it's a free app. I don't have to download anything. I can use it for free on my computer and my phone or my tablets. So to get started, you will want to go to any Google sign-in page where you can sign in. So whether that's your mail or just Google itself and sign in, then you can click on the squares, the Hollywood squares on the top right-hand corner. And from there, you will get your list of your different apps that you have. So I can click on the calendar app, and that way it will open it up. Okay, you can also download the app through Google Play or iTunes, depending on what version of phone or tablet you have, to get access to the app. So to get started, that's what you need to do first, is make sure that you can download the app and get signed into it. Once you're signed in, you will open up the calendar page, and it will look kind of like this screenshot that I have right here, although this is just kind of the left-hand side of it. So on the left-hand side, you will see kind of below the actual monthly calendar, you will see My Calendars. And it will automatically create a calendar for you, but you can create different ones. So I can go to the arrow, and I can click on the arrow and I can create a new calendar. So say I want to create a family calendar. I can create a family calendar to share with my husband and my kids, to put all of their events on. I can create a school calendar for all of our school events and share it with my colleagues. I can create lots of different ones so that I can put all my different events on, and then I can actually layer them into one calendar to see them all in one place, which is a great tool. Then you can create and edit events. So on the top left-hand side, there will be a big red Create button. So I'm going to click that button, and then I can enter the name of my event. So my screenshot shows you my library board meetings that I have. So I can enter the name and the time there. And then I can also choose to have it repeat if I want. Well, I have library board every second Monday of the month, so I'm going to repeat that every second Monday, so I don't have to go through and enter that everywhere. So I can click to repeat it once a month, and I don't want it on the day, on the 14th, I want it on the day of the week. So I can select that, and I can figure out when I want it to end also. Excuse me. I can also then at the bottom figure out if I want notifications. So I have chose to have it pop up on my screen 15 minutes before my event. So that's how I want to be notified, but you can also receive a text message, or you can receive an email, or do all of them if you want to get notified. You can add a map too. So say you're creating an event for a sporting event or a wedding or something where not everybody knows where it is. You can add the address and it will add a Google map in there too. You can add a description and add attachments. So if I want to add my agenda for my library board meeting, I have all of that in one place and they can just go to their calendar to access that. So it's a great place to find lots of information. Like I said, we can share that calendar. So if you wish to share your calendar, you are going to find the calendar under My Calendar and click on the drop down arrow next to the one that you want to share. And I'm going to select Share This Calendar. And it will open up and you'll see your permission settings. And this is similar to all of your Google Docs. You can set it to share it with just one person or anyone with, say, our USD 110 address. Or add specific users in there. You can also make it public if they don't have a Google account. So if I want to have all my library board members who don't have Google be able to see my calendar, then I could make it public so that they would have access with the link. You can import, export, or sync your calendar, and I'm going to talk about syncing your calendar. You can download an app on your phone and sign into it. We talked about that at the beginning, that you can download an app from Google Play or iTunes. And once you sign in, it will automatically sync. You don't have to do anything. It's really easy. You can also import from other files. Say you have a calendar on Outlook that you used to use and you're ready to make the leap to Google, you can import that in there and it will be ready to go. You can embed them into web pages also. Now, as in everything, there's lots of settings that you can mess with, and that's just what you need to do, is mess with them and figure out what you like. In all Google apps, the gear shows you your settings. So I'm going to click the gear button in the top right hand side, and there are several different tabs of settings that you can find. The general tab includes the time zones and the format and the weather. You can add the weather to your calendar and it will tell you the temperature. You can also, in the calendar tab, turn on or off birthdays. It's defaulted to turn on, so as you can see, my coworker Carolyn had a birthday on Saturday, and so it will show up the birthdays that you have added or of your contacts. You can import your calendar here, or you can also add other calendars of interest. So say I want to add the moon phases. I teach science, or all of us in education might want to know the phases of the moon. And I can add different sports teams or other calendars to pique the interest of my students. You can also set up your notifications here if you want mobile notifications in mobile setup. Excuse me, by adding your phone number. If you have issues, you can always search and find information to troubleshoot. I'm going to talk about if you have sync issues with your Google Calendar app. If you are experiencing sync issues, you need to make sure that you're connected to the internet. Is your Wi-Fi going, or do you have access to the internet? Make sure you're also using the right app. You want the Google Calendar app, which looks like this listed here. So make sure that you're using the right app to be able to sync with your Google Calendar. And then check that the calendar is visible. You want to open the app and then click the menu icon or the hamburger and make sure that it has a check mark on it if you're using an Android device, or is filled with color if you're on an Apple device. My personal experience or professional experience with Google Calendar is I'm still exploring it. I haven't used it a ton, but especially after this presentation and doing some research into it, I really want to get in the habit of using it more. I have used an Outlook calendar previously at a different school, and I really did like it. But there's so many great benefits for using Google because you can have it synced up. I do enter information sometimes on my calendar on my phone, but that's just on my phone. It won't sync with my other devices. I can't share it. And so those are great benefits to using the Google Calendar. I also have a huge desk calendar on my desk that is paper, and I use that a lot, and I don't see myself completely straying away from that, but it would be nice to be able to have the different notifications, share calendars with lots of different people, have the different calendars layered, and be able to go that route. So I do see myself using it a little bit more, gaining the experience, trying to make that transition a permanent one, and especially if I can push for more use in our school and other things, it will be a great tool to use in the future. Thanks for listening and have a great day.